Hey guys, welcome to the Goal to Habit Evaluator tutorial video, okay? So with this video, we are going to actually walk through the evaluator worksheet so that you'll know how to use it so that you can start helping your goals get achieved faster and with better and maximized results by having your ordinary habits be transformed to extraordinary, all with this simple evaluator of your habits, okay? So let's get into it, right? So on your evaluator, it is broken up into 4 different sections. Section 1 is the goal section. Now you may have many goals. However, with this exercise, we're only going to focus on one goal, you guys. One goal at a time, okay? And that's whatever goal you're working on, and that you're going to evaluate the habits of. I want you to write that in section 1. Okay? So when you write that in section 1, you'll be ready to move to section 2. Okay? With section 2, that is the habit section. I want you to pick the top 3 habits that you are doing to help you reach that goal that you put in section 1. I want you to put them in the second section, okay? You only need 3, your top 3, okay? And I want you to list them there. Then in section 3, that is the sauce, okay? That is the rate section. The rate section helps you to evaluate the actual habit. And with this section, it's broken down into 2 different categories. The satisfaction category as well as the necessity category, okay? So with the satisfaction category, it is rated with values from 1 to 3. 1 being not satisfied and 3 being very satisfied. Of course, 2 being satisfied, right? Moderately satisfied. It's just, yeah, it's okay. It's not neither good or bad, it's good. It's okay. You're satisfied, right? And what you're rating with the satisfaction is the results you're getting by actually doing the habit. It can be the results and or the actual experience you're having by doing the habit to get the goal achieved, right? Okay, so then you have the second category. The second category is the necessity category. So that's when you're going to judge that habit on is it even necessary to reach the goal. So, of course, there's 3 different ratings, 4 being the lowest as it's nice to have, but it's not really necessary, right? And then you have 5, which is necessary. You need it. It's a necessary habit to have to achieve this goal. And then you have 6, which is this habit is extremely necessary. It's even essential to achieve this goal, okay? So then you go and evaluate the habit with the rates. So this is how you do the evaluation. We're going to start with a satisfaction rating of 1. Okay, and we're going to go through those different options. You can have a 1-4, which is not satisfied, and is nice to have, but not really necessary. You might want to get rid of that habit, right? Because it's kind of taking up space if it's in your top 3, right? Or it could be a 1-5, where it is not really satisfying, or you're not really liking the results with it, but it is actually a necessary goal. So when you look at that, you're going to say, okay, well, I'm not really liking the results. So what do I need to do to up my experience with this habit or up the results I'm getting from this habit, right? And then you have a not satisfied, but is essential. This is a critical point where if this is something that's necessary to get the goal achieved and you're not satisfied with the goal, with the actual habit, that's when you need to make a very, very quick decision on what are you going to do next. You're going to look at that and say, you know what? be real with yourself and see what is going on internally with you that that you can maybe change to increase the experience you're having with this particular habit. Or look and see at the results. Look and see, okay, if I'm not satisfied with the results, why? Why am I not satisfied with something that I know I have to get done, right? So sit with that if you got any one of those and evaluate it that way, okay? And then you have the next options, which is you have a 2 in satisfaction, which means you're satisfied with the experience or the results, but you may have got a 2-4. A 2-4 is where you're satisfied, but it's nice to have, but it's not really necessary. I say take that out of the top 3, okay? Because it's taking up space, just like a 1-4, okay? It's taking up space. Yeah, you're satisfied with the results, but is it really the best use of your time to be doing that habit if it's not necessary to get the goal done? It may not mean that you don't need to do it, but it may not mean to be in your top 3, okay? And if you do decide to keep it, what are you going to do can you tweak it a little bit to make it a necessity in it? You might need to tweak the goal a little bit to make it work out better in your favor, since you are liking the results, right? Also, so the next option you can have is a 2-5. That's you're satisfied and it's necessary. That's a good safe space. Work on hitting it out the ballpark by making what you're doing and 10x it, okay? Make it even more extraordinary, okay? And then you can have a 2-6. That is you're satisfied and it's a critical actual habit to have. Same advice with the 2-5. Knock it at the park. Knock it at the park on both levels, right? Meaning tweak it a little bit to have your experience to be the best experience ever, and tweak it to even get even better results, because you're only just satisfied. So that means you're kind of on the border. So let's up that up a little bit. 10x that. Then you have the last areas, right? Those are your 3s in satisfaction. A 3 in satisfaction means that you are very satisfied with the results and experience, okay? So what if you got a 3-4? That means you're very satisfied with the experience or the results, but it's not a necessary thing to be doing, right? So you want to look at that and see if you're getting extremely good results from this, then is your goal really the goal that you're shooting for? Because sometimes we set a goal and end up hitting other goals. Now you evaluate the goal, right? Definitely if all 3 of the habits hit that 3-4, reevaluate that goal, because what you're doing works, but maybe the goal needs to be tweaked, okay? Then you can have a 3-5. That is, you're very satisfied and it is something that's necessary. That means let's 10x that. Let's 10x it. Well, no, you don't necessarily have to 10x it. Let's just make it extraordinary, right? And then you hit the sweet spot, a 3-6. That means you are very satisfied with the experience or results, and it is a critical habit to have to achieve your goal. That is the goal, right? That is the goal when you have habits that you're achieving, especially your top 3. So if you got a 3-6, congratulations. I'm so proud of you. Keep up the good work and keep killing it. Like, kill it with the other goals too, okay? And then we move, so where you're going to put those ratings is actually in section 2 with the habit, and you're just going to put it down at the bottom, okay? Then you go down to the last section. Last section is section 4. That is the action section. That action section is you wrote the goal down, you wrote the habits down, and you rate it and evaluate it. Now, what are you going to do with what you have learned with your evaluations? Just one thing that you're going to change, or right, that you're going to keep it the same, okay? But the whole goal is to go from having habits and having them be ordinary habits to making them extraordinary habits, so you can accelerate the results you're getting for your goals. Okay, I hope this was helpful, and I cannot wait to see you guys go from ordinary to extraordinary with your habits and kill these goals. I am your business bae, Tanya S Kelker, and I'll see you soon.